Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. We are going to do another plan with me in my happy planner. I'm filming this a little bit early just because I'm gonna be super busy this week and I don't know that I will have time to do it on my regular day. So I'm actually filming this on Monday the 8th, which, like I said, is super early for me to be planning the next week. I don't usually do it until Thursday, but I'm a florist and I have a huge wedding on Friday, which means Thursday is going to be like an all-day prep work day for me. So yeah, and this is this week with my odd loop kit. I love it so much. It's so cute. Yeah, so let's get started. I'm going to take out all of these little notes. I couldn't find my page flags, so I had to use those giant ones. Okay, and I do apologize for the lighting if there's some issue. Like, once again, I'm doing this fairly early in the morning, so I don't really have any natural sunlight yet because it's 6 o'clock. Okay, so I'm going to get started. Oh, I should probably show you what I'm going to use this week. So this is a kit from Wonderland Plans. I'm not sure what it was called. But anyway, I thought it went really nicely with the colors that were already in for August. And I love the feathers and the gold. So these are the full boxes. Checklist, half boxes, and a little bit of deco, washi, headers, etc. So I am going to start by moving. Okay, I made a goal that I would try to stay organized and not have 50 million things all over the place. We shall see how that works. And then I pulled this washi. So I have these. This is from a tube at Michael's. This is just one of the little standalone ones. This and this. I've got metallics as always, and then some glitter washi. So I'm not sure what I will end up using. I should probably open this one, which I've had for a fairly long time, and I've been wanting to use it with something, and I just never really had the appropriate thing. Okay, so I am going to start with, so we've got, I'm going to do that little quote box up here. I wonder if I should zoom you in more since it's fairly bright. If I can find the end of this tape, that would be swell. Okay, let's start with this one instead. So I need it to, I'm so do you ever have so much to do that you're just paralyzed at the thought of doing any of it. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Like oh, that's not what I wanted to do. This week is going to be kind of insane, and I don't, like, sometimes, and I'm just making these little flags to go under. I did it a couple weeks ago, and I really liked how it looked. I don't know, I'm just like, every event that I do, I freak out a little bit, like, before it happens. Actually, I freak out a little bit, like, the week of, the day of, I'm like a complete and total wreck until I start setting up, because you're like too insanely busy to even think about it. And then like afterwards, I'm always like a wreck until I know that like they liked it. So ay, ay, ay. I have to like trim that down. I do think I want to do like a little bit of gold, and I don't know. I probably should have thought about how long the box was. I mean, I'm sure it's like standard Erin Condren size, but, and that's kind of crooked, but it's okay. So I'm just going to put this box down. Yeah, I could have made them a little bit longer, I think. I don't know. I may have to fix that. So, let's see. Mondays. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Now, I wanted to, I think I'm missing some stuff. I don't know. Like, I'm not totally in love with these checklists. I don't like this part. I wonder if I have anything that I can cover them up with. So we're gonna do, maybe I'll just move it down here. And do a, I don't know, but I do have, I'm trying to think. I did take some notes so that I would know what to do. Oh, I know. I'm going to use, did I I bring it over here? I don't think that I did. Oh yeah, does this match? So I have this left over from my succulents kit. So I'm going to use that for we're going to do that for meals. Is that crooked? I think it might be, but I'm going to have to be okay with it. So we're going to do that for meals. We're going to do... sorry about that. What color washi do I have? So I have I only do this blue. So of course I couldn't resist the urge and bought some super cute fall kits that I can't wait for them to get here. Okay, so we're going to do but I'm sure, of course, by the time like October gets here, like we'll all be sick of fall everything. Like I think, yeah, by the time October rolls around, I've like had enough pumpkin spice to like last me a lifetime. Speaking of which, I haven't even touched my coffee. Hopefully, oh, I know what, I don't have my X-Acto knife. Which is unfortunate. So I'm going to do this. Oh, make sure this is still. Can you even see that? So I'm going to put my washi down. Or do I want to say, yeah. So, yeah, last week, so our son, because I'm not sure like where the camera cut off, he is not quite 2.5. But like, I don't know, I don't like when people are like, oh, my son is 29 months, like, I don't know, don't make me do the math, dude, just tell me, like, how old they are. Like, so he's older than 2, but he's not quite 2.5. But anyway, he has a fairly severe speech delay. So like he's only had like a handful of words since, you know, like he started talking. So we started him in speech fairly, I think it was before he turned 2, so, I don't know, and, he's been in speech therapy, like, since then, and he really hasn't, well, we discovered that he also had like some sensory issues that were I mean, they weren't causing the speech delay, but they were definitely like a factor in the speech delay. So we had to work on kind of getting those figured out, which I feel like we have worked really hard on that, and it's been like he's been receiving speech therapy and kind of some occupational stuff for like the last 6 months. And he finally last week he added a new word to his vocabulary. And if anyone has any like kid out there with those kinds of delays, it was just like, oh my gosh, it was one of those moments where, and I was out with him like by myself, meaning like, you know, my husband wasn't there, and it was one of those moments where I was like, oh my God, did he just say what I think he said? Which it was the word bus. So, which the wheels on the bus is like that is his jam, and we like watched this video. Oh man, I should have done this ahead of time. We watch these videos on YouTube that are like nursery rhymes or whatever, so I don't know, I feel like I have seen like 1,000 hours of children's programming singing the wheels on the bus, and he finally said it, and I started crying in the store because yeah, so it was just, I don't know, it was one of those moments where I was so happy. And like, if you have a kid with those kinds of challenges, like they just work so hard for every single sound and syllable, and yeah, he's been saying it nonstop ever since. So hopefully this is like the start of him really like having an explosion of language. So that just kind of like put me over the moon last week. Like, even though it was kind of like a stressful, there were some other like personal things that happened that, you know, weren't that awesome, to be quite honest. But I still was like on cloud nine, so I did not care one little bit. Which, it's funny, we were like at this, I'm probably not doing this on camera, am I? We were at this story time, at, you know, this children's bookstore. And they have like all of these toys, you know, that are kind of like impulse buys near the register. And a bunch of them are cars and like airplanes and trucks and buses. And usually like during the story time, the kids will get them out and play with them. So my son is no different, and he immediately like went and grabbed 2 of the buses and carried them around the whole time that we were there. And what's funny is like I took a picture of him and like texted it to my husband and posted it on Instagram saying like, oh, it's all good until he figures out that those buses are not coming home with us. Because seriously, like that kid has so many buses and trucks because they're like his most favorite thing in the world. It's ridiculous. So like I had kind of steeled myself for the fact that, you know, he probably wasn't going to be too happy when we left because I was not going to buy one of those toys. And yeah, then he said bus and I started crying, and we came home with the bus. So I'm not sure if he's known how to say it and was waiting to like throw it out there at a time that would be most beneficial to him. For example, when your mother tells you that she's not buying another bus because you have plenty. But yeah, that was kind of funny, I thought. So this is the Rose Gold Basics book from Me and My Big Ideas, and they have this Hooray for the Weekend. So I think that I'm going to put that here. I like that. I'm back, and I finished filling it out off camera just because my son woke up and I needed to kind of tend to him for a minute and get him settled. This is the finished spread. I filled in what I could. Like I said, it's the 8th. So I don't have a lot of stuff confirmed. Sorry, I was searching for the word. But I do really like the way that this turned out. I think the blues and the greens, like I'm really kind of into that right now. And this is really, really pretty. I can show you what I have left over. So I have a few check boxes, washi, a couple half boxes and some deco, and a bunch of headers. And I actually think, well, I intentionally saved the washi to see if I could use it in my personal planner, so maybe I'll try to do a spread in there with that. But yeah, this is how it turned out. I really like it. I left a space down here for my book for the week because I'm not sure what it's going to be at this point. But everything else I've got, sorry, ready to go. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.